your girl Diamond. I am back with my own new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and this episode was very good. I especially enjoyed the end where Dr. Chanita Foster read Tisha for exactly the type of person that she is. Fake, phony, and not to be trusted. So here we go. Melody, Chanita, and Lauren arrive in St. Thomas. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. Since her divorce, Melody has taken a lot of vacations, and she loves a good vacation, okay? And when they get to the villa, it's gorgeous. They were greeted by a chef from the Food Network. And since this is Melody's first time entering the villa, she actually don't know how the rooms are. So now she can make sure that the rooms are properly assigned to everybody so everybody can have a good time. And she thought of name cards, very cute, fun name cards that everybody can see about their rooms. So of course, Melody gets the best room. She gets the biggest room because she's the host. And Chanita and Lauren gets the second best rooms. And I felt the energy from watching the other clips that maybe we wouldn't get the energy from the other housewives shows that always have a problem when getting assigned bedrooms. Someone is crying over a bunk bed. Someone is crying about not getting this kind of room. I was hoping we would not have gotten that energy, but we did. All right. So down the stairs is where the other ladies' room were assigned. She's talking out loud, conversing with them about how to place them. Stormy and Trish, they're very good friends. They get the 2 bedrooms right here. Miss Nell, she's an older woman. We figured she wanted to have her own space. Let's put her in a room over here. But in the midst of realizing that Miss Nell did not have a name card, but she does have a room. So maybe Melody should remind Nell when she gets here. And now we have Kimmy, Tisha, the special guest, and Sunny. And realizing, y'all, nobody likes Sunny right now. The other ladies are not feeling Sunny, so let me give her her own room. She gets her another private room. Then there was the last bedroom, which was a 3 full-size bedroom. 3 full-size beds. That way, Kimmy, Tisha, and the special guest can have their own rooms because Tisha is the only one who thought to bring a +1. And since Kimmy and Tisha are sister-in-laws, they see each other the most, and they have a third person, it all makes sense for them to have the room. And it did. I'm going to say it right now. The way that Melody's thought process was for assigning the rooms made a lot of sense. Okay? So, just having a good time. That's all she wants is for them to have a good time. So, I hope that nobody should feel like she's being messy, that she's slighting them or nothing. But at the same point in time, it's just a room. You guys are not living there. You're only there for a couple of days. The fun is outside the hotel. So, then the rest of the ladies are at the airport. And I'm already hearing Kimmy and Tisha complain about grabbing their own luggage. And I was easily annoyed. That annoyed me. I'm sorry. Hearing 2 women who don't get respect from their men complain about grabbing their own luggage was crazy to me. And Kimmy's the main one saying she don't do girl trips. Girl trips are overrated. This is why I don't do girl trips. It's like, Kimmy, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Why are you acting so ungrateful? Ugh. Go home then, please. Go home to your husband who won't even think to offer you a trip, who won't even think to plan a trip for you. You just be stuck at home. Go, 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 go. And Sunny arrives at the airport and everybody is like, oh, Sunny's here. And I think that Sunny came from St. Louis because I don't think she's on the same plane with them. And she extends her hellos to everybody. I know that she gave a wave to Tisha because Tisha wasn't talking to her, nor was Trish. But the only person who did say something was Nell, Stormy, and Kimmy. And as they leave, they didn't even wait for her to exit out the door to get on the Sprinter. They all walked off. And Kimmy was like, I'm not going to say nothing? Absolutely not. They weren't. And I don't like that feeling. It's like she didn't do nothing to either one of y'all. Y'all don't even know her to judge her. I don't like the shaming. I don't like this clique shit where y'all want to, push somebody out of the group. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit with us. Some Gretchen type shit. It was just annoying. It didn't make any sense to me. And I don't know. I just was very turned off and annoyed by it because it was unnecessary for them to treat her like that when she do nothing to them. Now Tisha want to feel like this trip is not going to be so much fun because Destiny is coming. And I thought this was supposed to be a fun trip. Tisha, you were not expecting this to be a fun trip. You were expecting some arguments. You were expecting some confrontation because you wanted this to happen. You need to keep it a buck and be honest. The real reason why you brought Destiny on this trip. You can't say it's because of Sunny. This is going to be a bad trip. Girl, good night. So back at the villa, we got some greeters, some island greeters. I think they were doing massages or something. And we see, Melody eyeing them. Ain't nothing wrong with some eye candy around while you're on vacation. There isn't. So on the Sprinter van, on their way to the villa, it's quiet. Sonny's in the back, nobody's talking to her. Kimmy's complaining majority of the time how she don't do girls trips. She's been, and I'm like, what trips have you taken with Maurice? You know how long it took for him to give you a honeymoon? A long time, and he didn't even plan it. He wanted from sponsoring Destiny's event. So Kimmy, you convinced me with that. Stormy says she likes to travel, but she feels separation anxiety when she travels without her son. And everybody was like, well, you ain't gonna feel like that once you have that second baby. Once that second baby comes, you like deuces. And I ain't gonna lie, having separation anxiety from your kid is a bit weird because I've never been away from my children. I've only had free time when they're in school. I've never taken a trip away from them. So that might be a bit of a separation anxiety for me because my kids are always with me when I take trips. So that would be something I would have to experience as well. So while Stormy's also talking about wanting to have more children, she's going the surrogacy route. And Sonny said, you're planning that right now? Yeah, I am. Maybe by the end of the year, I'll have someone carry my embryos. And Sonny opens up about her going through the same thing right now. She's now going through her second round of IVF because the first round didn't take. And Stormy said, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's okay dealing with it. I'm very sorry. Stormy was the only one who gave sympathy to Sonny's situation of her having a failed IVF attempt. And in the confessional, she felt bad about hearing Sonny having infertility problems and that she wouldn't want that to happen to her because Stormy went through IVF and the first try it took. So just seeing Sonny in the back, she started to cry. And, you know, her having that failed IVF attempt, she was heartbroken. Moses was heartbroken. The doctors told her her clock is ticking. You know what I'm saying? Her time of being able to conceive is harder than it was. So that's why they're going through IVF. And it's still a bit of a struggle. But I'm happy that she has Moses there to give her that support. I do want Sonny to have the opportunity to have children. I would want any woman to have the opportunity to have children. You know what I'm saying? My heart went out for Sonny in that moment. But it was disheartening to see the rest of the ladies not give a fuck about giving Sonny no credit, no empathy, no grace, no nothing. You guys are mothers. And y'all couldn't even give her, I'm sorry. It's going to happen when it happens. Don't worry about it. Only Stormy can. Because Stormy is empathetic like that. You know what I'm saying? She has a very sensitive, you know, feelings towards that. But everybody else is just stone cold. And it's like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I cannot. The ladies arrive. They love the place. Everybody's hugging. She introduces everybody to her friends. And let's have a fun time. Ladies, I'm happy you guys are here. Go check out your rooms. And when we come back, we're going to get some appetizers from the chef. And everybody was okay with their rooms except for Nell, Tisha, and Kimmy. Nell was yelling that she couldn't find her room. And then you got Kimmy and Tisha upset that they were in a 3-bedroom. But let's get to Nell's problem first. She's all, Nell, everybody got a room but me. She just sounded like a little kid crying to their mama. And Mel consoling her. She got that voice like a teacher. Okay, listen. The one without a name card, that's your room. You have your own room, okay? And she was like, but what about my name card, though? Okay, my designer forgot to make you a name card, but I did make sure you got a room. I don't know where Nell didn't hear that part. She was just yelling and yelling and yelling. Just showing signs of being ungrateful, acting like a child over the name card. And I think something triggered in Nell. A trauma response of something where she could not see her name. Even though, yes, you were aware you come on this trip. Everybody was aware you're coming on this trip, but you're getting mad about a name card, which it should not be that big of a deal. Okay? So while trying to have her be calm, trying to have her understand what's going on, and then you see Kimmy and Trish running, Kimmy and Tisha stomping, running around, saying, it's disrespectful, I'm going home, because they don't like their rooms. Trish follows them, okay? Hear them complaining, and how she feels like Melody is showing me how she feels. The motives of her giving us this room is because I invited Destiny, and that's not the case though, Tisha. And Trish, I don't know what she was on, because for you to want to follow behind them to give them the ability that they have the right to be upset was not your place. Girl, you just got here. I don't hear you complain about how your room is not good. You didn't say shit about your room, but you want to follow behind them and kiss their ass about how they definitely should have their own rooms. And oh, the third bedroom was for Destiny. Yeah, y'all should have your own rooms. And then you trying to say, who the hell is Chanita? Who is she? Because then she should have roomed me with them. They wouldn't have liked me, but I would have roomed with them. It's like, first of all, wait a minute. Pause. Trish, the fact that you have so much to say in a situation that has nothing to do with you is astonishing, because you've been mushmouth with everything else, and you don't have the right to come in here with that lopsided ponytail you call a hair, looking like a shag rag mop combo, telling them they definitely should have their own rooms. That's not cool. That's not right. Girl, you miss me. You don't go here. You just got here. You don't have the right to tell them that they have the right to be upset when they don't. Trish, sit the fuck down. Why are you following them? You're such a follower. And we're back with Nell, trying to calm her down, and how she went from 0 to 100 really, really quickly. Because Mel had to like have her be where she's at, calm, peaceful. Now, it was a mistake about your name card. You know I wouldn't do that to you, but you have your own room. She didn't like that she was reminded that she had her own room because she's an older woman. And stop shading me, Mel. You know I'm not old, but you are the oldest. And I'm respecting my elder to know that you're the oldest one. That's why I call you Miss Nell. So stop that. And you know, like, I would never do that to you. You know me, we call each other. You call me, I call you because you want me to help you calm you down. Because you go off on a tangent. You go off with no reason. You just yelling. You're the only one that's yelling. We're on vacation. Okay? But you have your own room. I made sure I took care of you in that aspect. But then Nell wants to attach that she feels slighted. She feels like Mel didn't take consideration for her to have her own room when she made sure Melody had her own room in Houston. Totally different situation. It is not the same thing. While we get a flashback of you telling Mel she has her own room, a private room with a lock and everything, you guys still made aware. You guys were aware that she didn't want to be involved with any type of activity with Martell, and it led to her being attached to Martell in an activity that led to a big ass argument. So Nell, you can't use that for St. Thomas, okay? Because she's still trying to calm her down. She said, listen, I appreciate the way you took care of me in Houston, but it's not the same thing. That was because of my ex, okay? My ex is not here. No men are here. It's just us girls. So I didn't have to do any of the extraness to make sure you were good. All I had to do was make sure you had a room, because I care about you, and I wanted to make sure you had your own room, and that's what you did. I got you your own room. But Nell wasn't listening. She was just so mad about the name. Something triggered in Nell, a trauma response of her not seeing her name. It's just a lot about this damn name card. It's just too much. So Chanita comes with the opportunity to say, okay, well, maybe she can just have my room. I could bunk with Lauren. It's fine. I don't think that Nell ever thought that someone would have offered their rooms, because now it's making her look stupid, and she was embarrassed by getting upset over a name card without realizing you had a room this whole time. It would have been upset if you had a name card but no room. But you had a room. You didn't have a name card. You don't need, like, I get it, but then I don't get it. So I'm like, I know Nell is not arguing about this damn name card, and she was arguing about this name card. But again, like I said, she got mad that Chanita, or caught an attitude with Chanita because Chanita offered her room, and realized you are looking foolish, a woman of your age, acting like this over a name card. When another woman younger than you gives off the energy that she's going to handle the situation better, now you're going to be like, I'm all good. We're going to have a good time on this vacation. Okay, fine. Let's have a good time on this vacation, man. Calm down. Calm down. Okay? So, trying to diffuse that situation. Now we get to Sonny telling Melody that Kimmy and Tisha are not happy. They're upset about their rooms. Less than 5 minutes, the trip is already not going well. It's draining because we got too many problems. We got too many situations. It's just too much. I can't take it. This is not how I vacation, said Melody. So, finding them, hearing them that they were upset, Kimmy didn't like that. Hearing the word upset is not the right word. That's what it's given. You guys are upset. Trish said in her confessional, you guys were pissed. You were storming off. You're upset. So, she said the rooms they were assigned were really small, and because they've known each other for a long period of time, they expected more. There are 3 people, 3 beds in 1 room. What did you expect? And in my mind, I'm very literal, so I'm feeling it's very It's funny. I find it funny, and I find it like the audacity of Kimmy to say she expected more. Bitch, you know where the fuck you standing at? You're in a villa that you didn't pay for. You're in St. Thomas. You have flown international waters, and you're telling me you're expecting more? You should have expected more out of your husband, the way he treated you while you were going through cancer. That's what you should have expected more from. And I don't know. It's just like, okay, well, listen, the way I signed the rooms, I figured since you guys are a threesome, you guys are close, your sister-in-laws, and you bring a +1, 3-bedroom, it made sense. And let's not act like that Tisha did not know that once she brought a +1, there was a possibility she would have been sharing a room with somebody. Let's not forget that. So for her to ignore that, Melly did tell her ahead of time, okay, you bring the +1, be aware you might have to room with somebody. Then be like, oh, Mel showed me her true colors. She feels the way that I'm inviting Destiny. She ain't gonna be honest about it. Then you be honest why you brought Destiny. So Melody said, out of all the things I had planned for this trip, you might not even be at the hotel. So it ain't no smoke over here. I'm not looking at it any other kind of way. And Melody even offered her room and Chanita's room if they really want their own rooms that badly. They didn't take it. They got mad that they didn't take it, because they felt like we wouldn't even have this conversation about us switching rooms if you had just assigned the rooms we thought we were going to get. But no, I would not have done that because you guys did not know how we're going to assign the rooms anyway. And I would not have known y'all had a problem. Because again, Melody's first time in the house was the first time she's ever seen the rooms. And the way that she assigned them made sense. We're here for an experience. We're going to have a good time. We're in here to have who has the best room or not. That ain't gonna happen. I'm giving you options to make it work. You don't want to take it, I ain't gonna beg you. Okay? And it's ridiculous. And I don't like the fact that Tisha wants to say that Melly's not being honest by just admitting you gave us a shitty room because of Destiny. Then you admit, Tisha, your real reason why you invited Destiny. Let's go. If you want me to be honest, then you be honest. Other than that, shut the fuck up and take this room. Otherwise, you can go back home. You can go to the next hotel. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Because Melody will leave your asses here. That's exactly what she'll do. You want to create a problem, and Melody's not biting. Because she doesn't want to have a problem. She wants to have a good time. You want to have a problem. Because Tisha and Kimmy are fighting for their checks. They don't have a storyline. They're following everybody else's storyline. And now that they're here, they have to make themselves known. They have to make themselves be seen. Well, do what you do. Okay? So then we see Sunny. She's overseeing the conversation. She tells Nell to go outside because maybe it's not going well. And Nell comes outside. She said, we good, we good. Tisha and Nell said, they fine. But they not fine. They still mad. And Nell, she's drunk. She's tipsy. She's feeling pissed off again about how, you know, y'all gonna have to suck it up and deal with what y'all were dealing with. Because I'm in between y'all. And I know y'all didn't have a good time in Houston, but we're going to handle it. Y'all going to have to suck it up. That's what y'all got to do. The way that Kimmy's mouth frowned up, like she bit the side of her lip or something, and she took 2 extra steps to approach Nell, put her hands up and say, no, that's what we're not going to do. We're not about to do this. This does not have to go that way. And then Nell gives her the same energy back. Okay, we can just end this then. We got nothing to say. We can end this then. Okay? Now listen. I've seen comments. Folks said that Nell did the most, and she did. But I'm not going to dismiss Nell and not call out Kimmy, because Kimmy did not have to take those extra steps to approach Nell. And telling her to suck it up, yeah, that would have annoyed me too. I'm grown. You don't tell me to suck up nothing. But in that case, it is kind of like, Kimmy, suck it the fuck up. What the fuck you expecting a better room for? And you giving all this extra energy. You had your hand in Nell's face first. Yeah, you wanted that smoke. You wanted to have an argument. You wanted it to go there. So I'm calling both of them out. Tisha too. Tisha doing the same thing, following behind Kimmy, doing this sister gang up thing that they do because their husbands do the same thing. The brother gang up on other people. Mel was laughing the whole time because she did not think it was that serious, because it should not have gotten that serious. And you know, we try to separate them. Nell walks back in. She's yelling at everybody about how she'll whoop their ass, which I believe. And Tisha tries to calm Kimmy down. Melody did the same. She had to take a second because she's upset that it got that far. She did not think it would got that far. And I'm like, well, it should not have gotten that far because you guys did not need to complain about a room. Nell should not have been complaining about a name card. Okay? And when Melody pulled Miss Nell to the side to have a private conversation about her behavior, you got in the house. Once you did not find your room, you got upset, you got loud with me. Do you think that once you came outside and started talking to Kimmy that your tone would have set them off? Mel did admit, but she still is on the verge of still being upset that Tisha touched her while they were arguing, because Tisha tried to cover up Nell's titty. It was about to have a nip slip, but she didn't want her to be touched. And if I'm arguing, don't touch me. Yeah, you're trying to help, but just don't touch me. It gives off that you want to invade my privacy. You want to invade my boundary, okay? And Kimmy's still trying to calm down because she feels like it did not need to go that way. It should not have. No, because it wasn't that deep of an issue. And you want to keep on saying that's why you don't do girls trips. Well, you don't do any trips at all because your husband will take you nowhere. And the fact that you feel like when it comes to being with women, there are too many personalities, there's too many opinions, and it's like, well, Kimmy, you don't value other women's opinions. You don't value other women's approach on things. You don't value a woman's presence. You are male identified and male centered. That the only way you want to feel important and needed is if you're around men. So Melody said, I'm all about peace. I'm all about having fun. I ain't trying to argue with nobody. Let's have a good time because I will leave your asses here. Okay? I am just in love with Melody and her energy. She's all happy. Like you've never been on vacay like the Melody Sherwee way. You know what I'm saying? She's all twirling and wee with the braids. I'm just loving how happy she is. I'm loving it. So let's make it more light. Okay? She brings the carnival women. They have their costumes. They're looking beautiful and gorgeous. And they all got free gifts. They're dancing. Melody ends up dancing with the island boys. She's all twerking and humping them. I'm like, go ahead and Mel, do it. Then we get to dinner, and it was just an open conversation about it. Melody can tell that Sonny's been quiet. She just said she's hungry. She's keeping it to herself and finding out where is Sonny from. She's from St. Louis. And Chanita was like, all right, now, when you come to the Midwest, don't fuck with us, okay? We got that energy. We got that bark, that bite. And Tisha wants to be included and say, don't sleep on the Southern girls, okay? Then again, Tisha's still going. It's so weird and awkward when Tisha wants to act like she can bring up an intelligent conversation when she's not intelligent. She said, all right, so now Mel said she's bringing her single friends. And why did Melody have to specify she's bringing her single friends? Because Melody is single too. And I have single friends. Just like Nell is her married friend. You guys are married associates. So I have difference of friends. I have single friends. I have married friends. And it's not that deep. Then in Tisha's mind, she feels like Melody is saying how single friends are more funner than married friends. Well, some single friends are more fun. Because some married women feel like they can have a good time because they're married. They can't get involved in certain things because they're married. They have a prude way of believing they can have fun as long as it's not disrespecting their rights or their image as being wise. But if you have that type of friend, then you ain't gonna have no fun. So I don't know why Tisha want to read so much into it with the situation of why Melly brought her single friends. I don't get it. It's Tisha with her desperate attempt to be seen, to be heard, and I feel like she's always wants to be presented as that girl. Like she can hold an intellectual conversation. She has smarts too. It's just that insecurity that Tisha has, and I'm just picking up on. Then we get to what makes a friend. How do you call someone a friend? And Chanita spoke about, if you my friend, then while we can have disagreements, I want to know you'll show up for me if I'm down, if I'm sad, if I'm upset, I've had a breakdown, I've had a bad day. Will you show up for me? You know? And if we get into a disagreement, are you going to treat me differently because I did not believe you or I did not agree with you? Are you going to talk about me to other people? Like, how would I know? How can I tell you're my friend? Now, at the same time, while Chanita is talking about her vision and how she views friendships, you just see Tisha smiling and agreeing, nodding her head. Yep, exactly. That's right. You could just walk away. That's right. And, you know, she is asking, would you be around someone that you don't like? Tisha said, yes, I can. I can do that. Now, Chanita instantly said, watch her. And it's like, oh, wow, really? Because I don't think that Tisha was paying attention to the things that were being explained. Tisha does not show that when she's in disagreement with someone, that she can hold herself accountable and explain her part, and then they can move forward. Tisha blames everybody else on what they've done, and she just expects them to be apologetic, expects them to move forward, and she just still acts the same passive aggressive way that she's been. Tisha has thrown tons of shade. She's been passive aggressive, and when you call her out on it, she acts like a victim. She acts dim-witted, like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What's going on? That, like that fake shit that she does, that I can't stand it. So when Tisha said watch her, she's like, what you mean watch me? Because Chanita wanted to give a deeper explanation as to what I mean when I asked, could you be around somebody you don't like? And I don't think we got the full explanation because Tisha just kept on talking, thinking that she can converse back and forth, think she can just understand or say what Chanita might be saying, like she can get it, but she didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you're around somebody doesn't mean they like you. You want to bring up how you and Stormy are sitting at the same table, knowing y'all don't like each other. But since y'all in a professional setting, y'all gotta be cordial. But in reality, y'all wouldn't fuck with each other. In personal, y'all wouldn't fuck with each other. That's the whole point she's meaning. If I'm really in a friendship with someone and I discover that I don't like somebody, I want to know how I'm going to react and how my friend's going to react to someone I don't like. And just by recognizing that throughout this entire franchise, they all came on the show as friends, but in reality, they were never friends with Mel. They were friends with Martell. And after everything that have happened, they still are supporting Martell. So for Melody, it is like a slap in the face for me to be in a situation with people that I did call friends, and now I'm not calling friends. I'm now trying to get to a better place after all of that. Do I fully trust them? No. But I do know that I'm on the show with them. I gotta make nice. I gotta move forward. But in reality, I know I don't call them like that. I know I don't check in with them like that. Are we trying to be better at communication just to make sure we're giving that energy? Yes. But do I call these people my friends? Absolutely not. And that's what Chanita was explaining to Tisha. But I don't think Tisha got it. Because just because you sit next to somebody doesn't mean they like you. And I believe that Tisha did not know how to accept someone clocking her teeth, somebody clocking her behavior. I don't think she understood that. Because you having an issue with the room situation, believing that's how Mel thinks of you, but reality, that's how you think of Mel. You think of Mel as someone who always looks for ways of hurting people, but that's you. You look for ways of hurting people, and then you get mad when someone calls you out on it. Just like last episode. You wanted to call out Kimmy for the Destiny situation, and here in the confessional, you're also saying that Martell might have not been lying about Melody having inappropriate conversations in their marriage. And for me, it's kind of like, Tisha, do you want to move forward or not? Ever since this entire season, you have been throwing lots of digs at Melody. Lots of digs that were unnecessary. Because you get so excited about listening to what Melody might have done in the relationship. But what does it do for you? Why do you still think you need to embarrass her or call her out for what happened in her marriage when her marriage doesn't even matter anymore? She's not with Martell anymore. You just like to stay in that space of being in the past, not letting things go, and thinking that other people are in the same boat with you. But that's why you and Destiny get along, because you guys do the same thing. Y'all put yourselves way too high to think that you guys have value in y'all friendships when y'all don't showcase the value in friendships. You guys attach yourselves to other women who's supposed to feel something in for you, but you don't offer what needs to be filled. You don't offer it. You expect for everybody to pick up the pieces in your life and just allow you to treat them like shit. That's not going to work. So for Tisha to also feel a way about Chanita clocking her, she said, I did not know that Melody's bodyguard was coming on a trip. And for someone who doesn't know us, she seems to have a lot of opinions about us because it's easy to read you. And I've listened to Chanita's live, and she didn't know nothing about y'all. She don't watch the show. Her and Melly don't talk about the show. She gets information from other friends. Other people send her things in her comments. And in that scene, it didn't take long for her to recognize how fake as fuck you were. It didn't. And you want to talk about a bodyguard. You know how your mom has been talking about other people? You know how your mom has still spoken about Mel? The one time where Melly brings somebody who is her real friend, who is willing to be there, remind her, support her, and have her pay attention, that's a real friend. And you're mad? Tisha, get the fuck out of here. It's really telling. when someone has someone on their side, you get mad that they can call out your true colors. And if you've been watching the show from the beginning, you can see how fake Tisha is. You can see how passive aggressive she is. She takes every opportunity to talk shit about Mel. Every opportunity. It does not fail her. She co-signs on everything else about Mel. She never comes off with a difference of opinions. So, well, since we're talking about people who don't want to be around other people, Melody calls out Trish for treating Sunny like shit because of Destiny. Why don't you like her? Because of Destiny? No, I don't have a problem with her. I'm just not going to be cordial with her. For what? You don't know Sunny. Thank you. You don't know Sunny. So, Chanita gets the rundown of the situation. Sunny and Destiny were working together on the show. Sunny was the producer. Destiny was in a relationship with a name named Moses. They have broken up. Sunny is now in the relationship with Moses and have gotten married. So, Chanita with common sense. So why are we not mad at him and mostly mad at Sunny? It's not Sunny's fault. Then you got everybody at the table, including Trish, saying, but she was her friend. She considered her a friend. And da-da-da-da. And it's like, Trish, you don't go here, ma'am. Why do you have so much to say about the situation you're not even in? You just met Destiny. You don't know her. Like, girl, sit the fuck back. And then the way that Chanita broke it down, but what defines a friendship if she's a producer? A producer is meant to know everything about you, from your dog, your cat, your brother, your sister, your mama, your auntie. That's what a producer is for. But they feel like the information was used against her. Nothing was used against her. Hell, Destiny's own information was used against her. Destiny's own words have been used against her. And ain't nothing that Sunny said that have been used against her. Ain't nothing. Nothing. Keep on saying they hung out after the show. They hung out while the show wasn't filming. They've been here, they've been there. Sunny came in and said there was only one time we hung out at an event. One time. It wasn't like that. So for me, it's like, what are we doing? And Sunny said, I didn't even know about Moses. She didn't even talk about, well, as far as like knowing him. Because Destiny doesn't talk about things like this. She didn't know about the 15-year relationship until the podcast. Because Destiny doesn't talk about her life. She hides her life. She hides things. She omits the truth. She, throws things out for the imagination. She throws things out for other people to create a narrative. She's never really been honest about her life. Never. Okay? So everybody's full of shit. I'm just saying. Because it's not even like that though. And let's keep it a buck. Destiny was not in a relationship with Moses when he got with Sunny. And Destiny was not married. And Destiny talked about how Moses had been in the streets. Okay, well, you knew that and was still messing around with him. So who's the fool? Excuse me. So Nell comes in and said, okay, I don't want to talk about folks that are not here. Is Destiny coming? Nell, why are you lying? You do talk to people when they're not here. So Tisha said, yes, Destiny is coming. And Chanita checked Tisha about, see, this is why. This woman has showed you 1,000 times she can't be trusted. 1,000 ways. Because why would you invite somebody that you know has a bad history with Mel? Why would you bring her? Well, because she's a part of the group, and these are her friends. And Chanita asked her, so what was your goal? Was your goal for everybody to get along? Or was it your goal for there to be some mess? I want everybody to get along. And this is a part of her group. This is not a part of her group. Because let's not forget, Tisha and Kimmy, y'all didn't like Destiny when she got here. Y'all didn't like her. Why all of a sudden y'all now want to defend her so much? Why now? Huh? Because this is someone else who has an issue with Mel. This is what it is. Okay? Because you brought somebody that you know has a bad history with Melody and you still brought her. That lets me know you're the type of person who will befriend somebody that you've heard has hurt her, mistreated her, done so many things to hurt her, and it doesn't matter to you because you will still bring that person around because of the fact that they've hurt this person. It don't matter. As long as you are okay with what this person did to another person, then you're not my friend. Why would you bring somebody that you know I'm not cool with, that you know have done so many hurtful things to me? Why would you want to bring them around? To hurt me? And that lets me know you've already drawn your line in the sand. You're not my friend. You've never been my friend. And that's fine. Because that lets me know you've never been my friend. Because you want to still hang out with Martell. You want to still support Martell. You want to give support to Destiny when Destiny don't even need that type of support. That's fine. That's cool. I see you for your true colors. Tisha's still caught with a deer in the headlights because she doesn't understand what she means. Your actions have shown me I cannot trust you. Your actions have shown me you are not the type of friend I want in my life. And Tisha doesn't get it. Tisha doesn't get it. And I loved it. I love that Tisha was called out because Tisha not been a real friend to nobody. She has all these high expectations of other people being a real friend to her when she doesn't do it as well. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then, of course, I seen people in the comments thinking that Chanita did too much. No, she didn't. She did exactly what everybody was afraid to do. Call out Tisha for who she is. Call out the fake and phoniness. Call out the discrepancies of how Tisha has demands of so much in a friendship when she doesn't do it as well. Even when the beginning of the season started, Melody has reached out. Melody has checked in. Neither one of them have checked in. Neither one of them. Because they don't want to check in. What they do want to know is what's been going on. But they don't want to give her support because they are enjoying what has happened to Mel. But they are mad that Melody did not allow what has happened to her to draw her down to a state of despair. You know what I'm saying? She has risen. She's very successful. She's happy. She's enjoying life. And they're mad about that. They're mad that they don't know if they could do that if their marriages don't work out. But I loved it. But y'all, I think that's it. That's all I have. Next episode, gonna be a mess as well. This is when Melody and Destiny are gonna have a conversation, I think. And also, Destiny gonna have some receipts about Moses still messaging her, which I don't think are very valid. But y'all, that's it. I loved it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.